on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Bulls, the guard set is Giddey and White. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. And it's Vucevic in at the center, filling out the middle. And Greg, when you're facing the front of a back-to-back, how much does that affect you as a player?
Before and after the game, for sure, it's on your mind. But once the whistle blows, you have to live in the moment. You can bet the coaches are very aware of it.
I mean, could this be any easier for Gobert? The rim is right there for him.
Pass to Vucevic. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
The first one falls. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
He hits both from the stripe. Last year, Coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals. One of 5 franchises who's yet to get there. With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Gobert with the block. Lets it go from 11, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, you know, Conley was drafted all the way back in 2007, a time when we saw a lot more mid-range jumpers.
Williams passes to Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. Shot clock at 6. Vucevic finds White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic.
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McDaniels passes to Randle. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Giddey kicks to Vucevic. Outside Levine. Pass to Giddey. Here's the 3. Randle grabs the board. Timberwolves have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Outside Edwards. Down low. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Williams. His last outing, he had 8 points.
Well, not only does this show off Levine's skills, it's also a great morale boost for your team.
Randle with a screen for Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, I like when Gobert's teammates use his length on offense. Textbook alley-oop there.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. White against Edwards. Now here's Giddey, guarded closer. 6 to shoot. Vucevic a screen on Randall. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from three-point range. Vucevic has got 5.
Yeah, defensively, you have to keep track of Vucevic at the arc. He takes those shots when he's open.
Pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing. Three-pointer, Randall. Vucevic with the rebound.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Now here's White. And in the game with Dallas, he did not play well. Back to Giddey. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
Conley scanning the floor. Gobert with a screen for Conley. From outside, off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
And it's Vucevic in the corner. It's stolen by Randall. Fast break, here they come. McDaniels against Levine. Pass to Randall. The 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Head to the line for 3 free throws.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
That free throw good from Randall. You know, Stan, I've always thought that your path, kind of like Billy Donovan's, going from the college game to the pro game, both enjoying success, very, very similar paths.
Except for one thing, Kevin. Billy could actually play. I couldn't. So, you know.
Well, you're not being
Billy
fair to yourself now. Come on.
Billy was a great college player. And I think, Kevin, Billy Donovan's the most underrated coach in the NBA. This guy's a surefire Hall of Famer. Back-to-back national titles in college. And then you look at the consistent success he has had in the NBA with teams. This guy is as good as anyone in the country, heck, anyone in the world coaching basketball.
Well said. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Here's Randall after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Conley. Wants to get it to Edwards, and does. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Bulls have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Giddey against Gobert, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 6. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game. Gobert with a screen on Giddey to the middle. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That's how you know Conley is right out there.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Smith checked in for Chicago. Here's White. Pass to Smith. Inside. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, going over the top. Levine putting his hops on display.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall outside. Back to Conley. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Levine. McDaniels against White. Pass to Giddey. Vucevic setting the pick for Giddey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on White. Edwards against White. Step back shot. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Doubled by Conley. The 3. And White, the bucket on the assist from Giddey. And now a 9-point Bulls lead. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. White against Edwards. Randle outside to the paint. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Yes, that goes in. And that's 10 points for Rudy Gobert.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in his zone.
Giddey the pass to Vucevic. White finds Smith. Outside White. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randle outside. Pass to Conley. Here's Gobert. Edwards passes to Randle. Shoots over Vucevic. Randle no good. Bulls leading by 7. Now Giddey. 8 points for him. And here's Levine. Defended by Gobert. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. The tray. He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, Zach Levine, so crafty at getting himself to the line.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Well, one thing with Levine, you love the way he can attack at all 3 levels on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Nikola Vucevic. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. And he's good on the second. You know, Stan, as productive as Zach Levine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Reed with a screen on Levine. Ingles kicks to Randle. Diving in. Buzelis grabs the board.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Dosunmu. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Levine. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Levine's got 9.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's White, following the miss by Julius Randle. And here is Dosunmu. Nothing on the board.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Defended by Dosunmu.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And here's White. Outside, Levine. No one near him. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. They can't settle for bad shots.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Levine. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Ingles. .46 seconds left in the first. At the top of the key, Alexander Walker. The rebound by Dosunmu. The Bulls leading by 12. Here's Levine. Comes up empty down low.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Pass to DiVincenzo. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Buzelis. The Timberwolves shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Shoot 2.
That free throw good from Randall. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so it's Zach Levine making things happen for the Bulls. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Bulls here, guys.
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
The Bulls leading by 11. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Dosunmu. Patrick Williams is out there with Buzelis. Then there's Carter. And it's Smith in at center. Outside Carter. Ingles with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. And stand a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
On the wing, Dosunmu. Carter outside. Smith sets the pick for Carter. A three-pointer off the mark. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Strong Strong move inside by Edwards.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pass to Buzelis. Stolen away. Alexander Walker passes to Edwards. Shoots over Dosunmu. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Edwards.
And it's really good to see Edwards knock down the mid-range jumper. He continues to work on becoming more consistent from that area.
Now here's Dosunmu. Smith controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Carter against DiVincenzo. Now here's Edwards. He's guarded close, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. So Edwards will go to the free throw line. It's going to go on Dosunmu. The Timberwolves made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight.
What's up?
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Minod's checked in. And Edwards, no good on that one. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic, and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
Here is Edwards after the Bulls pick up 2. Here's Reed. Smith with the defensive effort.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
It's stolen by Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Terry's checked in for Williams. Gobert checked in for Minnesota. Mike Conley comes in for Alexander Walker. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Terry finds Smith. Pass to Buzelis. Stolen by Reed. For 3, Edwards. Edwards, pure.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Terry against Edwards. Here's Buzelis. And the Bulls with another miss. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defended by Dosunmu. Carter against Conley. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Smith. And Levine subbed in for Terry.
Substitution for the Bulls, Nikola Vucevic. Zach LaVine.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And Edwards makes so many winning plays, including finding his open teammates.
And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
Vucevic against Gobert. Levine passes to Dosunmu. Pick by Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
First personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
For Chicago, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. The free throw drops for Dosunmu. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And he sinks the second. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. A guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Now here's Randall. He had 13 points in the win against Charlotte. No good. That would have tied it.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Pass to Conley. Back to Randall from past the arc. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Terry against McDaniel. On the wing, Levine. 11 points in the game. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Basketball.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch. And that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. Josh Giddey comes in for Dosunmu. Clock at 6. White against Edwards. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Edwards with a tough shot.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards, taking the contact but staying committed to his finish.
Back to Giddey. Chalk up 2 there. Giddey's got 10 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Oh, here's Edwards. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
Giddey, no good. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Minnesota also with the sub. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Edwards. Randall kicks to McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Levine. Down low. And finished off by Gobert.
What a night for Rudy Gobert, playing with confidence, looking for ways to score.
Conley against Giddey. To the paint. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Williams gets the bucket.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Outside Conley. Lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Vucevic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's White. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. He's got 8.
Well, great ability and control by White to stop and pop.
Conley dishes to Gobert. DiVincenzo against White. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Outside White. Back to Giddey. Levine passes to White. Outside Levine. The shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Timberwolves trail. Now here's Conley. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Out to Conley. Takes the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Levine's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Giddey with the screen on Randall. For 3, Levine. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Well, this is what good play calls do. They get your best scorers, like Levine, room to operate.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Conley. Fires the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Conley's got 5.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Levine. 14 points for him. Here's Giddey. Covered by Conley. 5 on the clock. For 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Conley into the lane. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Williams has a screen for Levine. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. 16 points for him.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Pass to McDaniels. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
What's up?
The free throw drops for McDaniels.
And you think back to when McDaniels was drafted. Everyone talked about his potential. Now they're talking about his consistency as a contributor, especially at the defensive end.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Chicago, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And the first one at the line is good.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
And both free throws good for Giddey. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. Randle with the ball. Bounce pass Conley. DiVincenzo finds Randle. Over Giddey. Bank shot. No good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
White dishes to Levine. This one for three. And that one is off. First half, fairly even battle underway in this one. Bulls lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
49.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Billy Donovan. Coach, it's been back and forth in the first half. What's it going to come down to?
Well, obviously it's close. We know we're playing against a great team, so we just got to keep grinding and keep playing.
We'll see how it turns out, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're taking another shot. Oh, so close, so close. Let's hear it for the participants.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
I think for the Timberwolves, they're right where I expected them to be. The effort is there, but their play is inconsistent. Feels like they're still constructing this roster. We'll see what they look like by the end of the year.
Let's switch gears to the Chicago Bulls. They're in a tight one after the first half.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close. And if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Well, as a defense, you can't allow him that much room in the post. That's just asking for trouble.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Levine. And he makes good on the layup. Levine's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Chicago.
Well, he might be a bit wiry, but Levine has the strength to take a bump and finish at the rim.
Edwards can't hit. Chicago leading by 5. Outside, Levine. Over Gobert. Gobert with the block. Levine against Randle. Has to Gobert. Now here is Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And stolen by Giddey. White against Edwards. White the pass to Levine. Williams with the ball. Defended by Gobert. Shot clock at 3. Levine inside the three-point line. Again, Levine missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randle finds Gobert. And here is Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Here is Edwards. Launches it. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Back to White. Outside Williams. Giddey with it. Unloads. And the Bulls with another miss.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the 3rd quarter.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. For the tie. And it's laid in by Edwards. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Timeout. Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. The Bulls have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. On the wing, Levine. Here's Giddey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddey's got 14.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Conley's shot is off. Chicago leading. Giddey the pass to Williams. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up top, Edwards. White covering. Edwards can't hit. Bulls have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
That one misses.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Giddey kicks to Williams. Levine double team. Here's Vucevic. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist in the game. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. After this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta, where they'll take on the Hawks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Pass to White. Vucevic's screen on Edwards. Hits the 3-point bomb. White's got 11 points.
A smooth 3-point shot from White, who just had to hit them right back.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, winning Defensive Player of the Year multiple times, Gobert has always been a stopper at the rim. But now he's extended that out to the perimeter as well.
Good on both.
And Gobert knows his role on this team.
rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Now here's White. 11 points in the game. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Back to Conley. Randall passes to Conley. Now here's Randall from deep. He can't hit that time. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan gives perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Minnesota making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. It's Edwards on the wing. White covering. Edwards can't hit. Chicago's got the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And White, the bucket on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got 3 assists in the game. Timberwolves trail by 4. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Levine feeling it out a bit. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, we've seen Levine put up 25-plus per game for a season. This guy is on the short list of the best wing scorers.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 21. And they get it. And finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Chicago leading by 4. Now Giddey. He's got 17. Williams sets a screen for White. Shoots over DiVincenzo. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Fearless even against tight coverage. White just goes for his shot.
Edwards against Levine. Edwards' shot is good. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Levine finds Giddey. Outside White. Giddey sets the pick for White. Fires for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. 4-point game. To the middle. Conley gets the bucket. That's 7 points for Conley.
Yeah, a guy with Conley's consistency is trouble inside. Those high percentage looks are often effortless for him.
Pass to Giddey. Back to White. Vucevic a screen on DiVincenzo. White with another miss. Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. And Gobert kicks to DiVincenzo. Randall with the ball. He has 7 for the tie. Gobert, no good. DiVincenzo against White. Pass to Levine for the 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Levine's got 24 points.
A well-practiced shooter. Levine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
Randall surveying the D. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And man, Gobert is on a tear right now. Keep going to the hot hand.
Giddey against Conley. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Terry's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Dosunmu in for Josh Giddey. Timberwolves also changing it up. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.
A fantastic decision-making big. Randall with the right choice there, finding the open man.
Here's Dosunmu. Outside, White. Out to Smith. Launches a three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Randall outside. Over Buzelis. Randall no good.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. White left side. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. To the paint. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Now Chicago has gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Terry the pass to Dosunmu. With the drive. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Dosunmu's got 6.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now here's Randall. 7 points in the game.
Well, it's just not been his night. He's finding good looks, but they're just not falling.
And here is Dosunmu. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Randall right side. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Now here's Dosunmu. He's got 8. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 10.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Now here's Randall. Not a lot of room. A 3-ball. That shot missing. And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. We've got Buzelis, Carter out there with Dosunmu, and it's Smith, and it's Terry in at the small forward.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now, here is Smith. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Ingles. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. Oh, Edwards, and look how far away he is.
Well, coming out of the half, he's been much more aggressive, helping them space the floor.
Smith with a screen on Edwards. Here's Smith. Carter looking around. Stolen by Reed. And even 3-on-3 break. Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Reed. Ingles in the corner. Edwards against Smith. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs them.
Outside Edwards. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. It's stolen by Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things. The refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Mike Conley's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Dosunmu's shot is off. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Conley. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Conley against Carter. Screen by Smith. Into the lane. And there's the bucket from Dosunmu. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Edwards. Ingles with the screen for Edwards. His three-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Conley, the pass to Reed, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
The shot by Buzelis, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's DiVincenzo. Timberwolves passing it around. Reed lays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Chicago has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pass to Buzelis. Buzelis sets a screen for Terry. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Terry's got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
What a time for him to step up. Big three right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity in this league.
Now here's Conley. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Yeah, he's been able to turn it around after a rough first half. He's now looking much better offensively.
Carter outside. Pass to Dosunmu. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. It's tipped. Stolen by Reed. Edwards with it. And it's Carter. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Man, what a move by Edwards. That was phenomenal.
Now here is Smith. Pass to Dosunmu. And he drives in. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
And here's Edwards. Let's go. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Carter, the pass to Dosunmu. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Outside Conley. Carter pulls it in. Bulls have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Here's Dosunmu. Can't hit from in close. And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. The shot's good. Edwards got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
Terry with a screen on DiVincenzo. Dosunmu, the pass to Terry. Six to shoot. Smith outside. Here's Buzelis. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And when it comes to the three-point shooting of Buzelis, we know he has the ability, but we need to see consistency.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A new lineup here for the Bulls. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Randall comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's McDaniels in for Dante DiVincenzo. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And we've seen Randall up his aggressiveness lately, accepting more responsibility and taking more initiative.
That one is off.
And he has been grinding away to get himself to the line. It hasn't always turned into points, but he's doing a lot of the dirty work for them.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a two-possession game.
Outside, White. Vucevic up top. At the elbow, Williams. White looking around. Over Edwards. Rebound, Minnesota. Randall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Edwards against Williams. Outside, Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
And the first one drops.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
Both good from the line that time. Here's Giddey. Outside, Williams. Conley against Giddey. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to have.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pick by Williams. Here's Giddey, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
Oh, stone cold stuff there from Josh Giddey. Big time shot in the moment.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards, no good. Bulls trail by 5. Dean passes to White. Now Giddey. Over by Conley. Giddey kicks to White. And it's Vucevic in the corner. Drills the three-pointer.
Those are some veteran instincts there by Vooch. Knowing the situation and giving his team needed points.
Oh, here's Edwards. Edwards! Whoa! A little extra right there from Edwards.
And if you want to talk about liftoff, folks, he went right from the launching pad. Serious extended hang time there. Even at full speed, it looked like he was in slow motion. Just amazing.
Dean passes to Vucevic. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
To the wing on the left. To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Down low. And it's Vucevic missing. Timberwolves leading by 4. Right side, Edwards. It's stolen by White. And here's the break. Giddy the pass to Vucevic.
Well, defending Vucevic, it's rough and tumble.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
Well, with his rebounding and scoring, Vucevic is a nightly double-double threat.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Edwards against White. Shot, high post, and he gets the jumper to drop. Edwards got 41.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Now here's Levine. Jacks up a 3. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
44 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul. 15 foul.
The first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. They both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line. Converting on all those free throws helps them build this lead.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And here are the Bulls now. On the wing, Giddy. No good from outside. And an intentional foul right there.
Josh Giddey. Third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Bulls. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth, and that one drops for him.
Well, in a situation like this, you go to a proven scorer like Levine every time.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Levine kicks to White. It's stolen by Edwards. Pass to Conley. So Minnesota takes the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Rudy. This is a defense-first team. You picked it up in the second half. What changes did you make at the half?
I feel like we weren't focused in the first half defensively, and we just have to come back and communicate and just be focused, and that's what we did.
Attention to detail, Rudy. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.